everybody. I'm your host, Richard Prophet, the last dragon of the watch community. And welcome back to Prophet Rolex and Real Estate, the Prophet Rolex and Real Estate channel. What's up, everybody? I'm your host, Richard Prophet, the last dragon of the watch community. And welcome back to the Prophet Rolex and Real Estate channel. Here we are. We are literally hours away from the new Rolex releases. I mean, the whole community is buzzing. Whether you like Rolex, love Rolex, or you're just a watch collector / watch enthusiast, even the Patek guys, AP guys, are going crazy for the new releases in a few hours. They're coming out in a few hours. And yeah, September 1st, Rolex drops the new releases. About my last video, I was actually just had it on the Rolex Watch Predictions 2020, the family, where we talked about some of the predictions that I had made and some of the family here on the channel had made. And that video, I think it's last week, I aired it. One of the predictions I had made was a steel LANDLORD, aka Submariner, with a blue bezel and a black dial. That was the rendering that you saw at the beginning of this video. One of our family members here on the channel, they made that rendering and they sent it over to me. So I thought I'd post it up to give you, kind of like a look what it looks like. And now, hours before the actual release of the models, of the new Rolex models, everybody and their brother are saying, oh yeah, I predict this, I predict this, I predict this. The exact thing, I said over a week ago. As a matter of fact, let's go to that video so you can see what I'm talking about. If they do the steel sub LANDLORD, blue sub, they would have to change the bracelet. It'll have to be on a Jubilee, because they're not going to put the oyster on a blue dial, blue bezel, and maybe confuse it with the Smurf. You see what I'm saying? Rolex just doesn't do things like that. So, just like they did the Pepsi. So if they do a stainless blue, it might be blue bezel, black dial, or maybe blue dial, black bezel, or if it's all blue, if it's blue dial, blue bezel, it has to be on a Jubilee, because they're just not going to take away from the white gold model. That's just not, you know what, let me just say, I don't see that, but a blue LANDLORD might be a possibility, and it'll be interesting to see how they twist it. All right, let's go. That gets an Elvis. Yeah, and after the video. All right, so as you can see, you heard from that video that I made that prediction. Actually, it was one of our family here on the channel. He started it off, and I just I delved deeper into it, and I said, oh, they're gonna do the blue bezel, black face, or whatever. So yeah, you could check out that video. I'll leave it at the end here, at the end of this video, so you can check it out if you want. And oh, another thing, if you haven't made your prediction and put it in the comments below, or put it in the last video of your Rolex prediction, your Rolex watch prediction, please, there is still time. If you submit your prediction and you get it right, if you're the first to get it right, I will buy you a Mr. Nice Watch t-shirt, and I'll ship it to you. I'll pay for the shipping. As long as you're stateside. If you're overseas, you just cover the shipping, and I'll still buy you the shirt. I'll buy you a Mr. Nice Watch t-shirt and I'll send it over to you. Beautiful shirt, beautiful quality. And every time I'm wearing one of my Mr. Nice Watch t-shirts in the street, I always get stopped. Somebody always asks me about it, or somebody always says, hey, Mr. Nice Watch. So it's a nice conversation starter to go along with your landlord watch, of course. All right, so yeah, so I'm real excited. The whole community's abuzz. Again, another one of my predictions is we will shut down Rolex.com come September 1st. I'm predicting, a couple minutes after 12 o'clock, people are going to be on the website. Like me, I'm probably going to be in there about 12:08. Check back in about 2. Check back in about 4 a.m. in the morning. So, I'll be checking back in until we crash that website. I'm pretty sure us as a whole, the watch community as a whole, are going to crash that website. But we'll see. And, I'm excited, like I said, to see what's coming. Couple of predictions I've heard was people have said, oh, it's going to be a blue Landlord, aka Submariner, blue Submariner in steel, blue dial, blue bezel. Again, I don't think that will happen because of, they would just completely steal the Smurf. Why would you buy a Smurf at all if you can get it in steel? So I personally don't see that happening. I mean, to me, Rolex just doesn't make those kinds of mistakes. They won't cannibalize one model for another, a less expensive model. I don't see that happening. Oh, and another thing, for the people that are saying, oh, I predict that the sub is going to get a new movement. That's not a prediction. That's not a prediction. That's an inevitability. That's coming. The watches are going to get a new movement. There's a new movement. That's not a prediction. That's just a matter of time. So, stop that. That's not a prediction. Oh, I got it right. That's not a prediction. That, of course, if there's a new movement for that watch is going to get it. So that's not a prediction. And yeah, so, some people are saying line up at your AD come September 1st. I've heard, two ways. I've heard one AD of mine told me they'll release them on September 1st, but they won't be available till later on in the fall, October, November, closer toward the holidays. But another AD of mine, actually this wasn't an AD in New York, this was in the South. She told me that be here on Tuesday because we're getting a shipment in. So, I've got mixed, I'm getting like mixed signals on that. So I don't really know. And I don't know if anybody knows. So, I don't even know if these ADs know. Do they really know something, or they just like, are they playing with our emotions at this point? But what I do know is whatever it is, whatever's available, everybody's going to want it. And unfortunately, there's not going to be enough to go around, That's just been the model for the last, when did this start? 2017? Early 2017, all this craziness started with Rolex. Steel sports models especially, in particular. But I'll be honest with you, if they release a steel blue sub, they could skip right over me because it would be a beautiful piece. Yeah, it'll be a beautiful piece, but I know my ADs are watching. They watch my channel. You could just skip right over me. I'm not really even interested. I got the two-tone bluesy that has a blue bezel, and the only difference would be what? It won't be gold down the middle, or the dial will be black. I mean, sure, that'd be a beautiful piece, but I'm really not interested in another steel piece looking like that. You know, it'll be beautiful, of course. Any landlord watch to me is exquisite, but I already have, it'll be too close to what I already have. So you could skip right over me with that phone call, and you can, you know, give the next guy an opportunity if they want it. But now, listen to me. Listen to me. If you get this watch, all gold yellow, Landlord, green bezel, green dial, I'm the first phone call you make because I want it. I don't need to come in. I don't need to try it on. I want it. I want it. Put my name down. Give me the new card. Give me the old code. Give me whatever card. I want it. Put my name down. I want it. Pretty much, yeah, basically, that's pretty much from my predictions or any other predictions I've kind of seen out there. That's pretty much the only one that I would want. Even if it would be a rose gold, I would probably have to see it. But if it's yellow and green, I want it. That's a fact. Yeah, so there it is. There's the predictions. There's the comments on the predictions. There's my prediction from last week, and now hours before the new releases, everybody's jumping on it and saying, yeah, this is my prediction, which I find pretty funny, but, you know, whatever. I'm just glad I'm recognized in the watch community. You saw the rendering. Thank you to my boy, By Mikey. Thank you for that rendering. I really appreciate it. It looks fantastic. And we'll see. We'll see what happens in a few hours. The countdown is on. Cheers, family. And to all you out there waiting for one of those new pieces, I hope you get it. I hope you get what you want. I'm your host, Richard Prophet, the last dragon of the watch community, and we'll be reporting on September 1st. That night, we'll be reporting on the new models that came out. Let's see if we're excited. Let's see if we were right, and let's see who was right, because we have to announce the winner. And if you haven't submitted your prediction yet, there's still time. Submit your prediction, and if you got it right, if you're the first to get it right, I'll buy you a t-shirt. I'm your host, Richard Prophet, the last dragon of the watch community, and thanks for watching.